Yo guys, what is up? Fenyks here, welcome back to another video, and I'd like to thank you guys for 25, oh wait, no, hold up, 30, no, wait, 32 subscribers. That's really insane. This was going to be like a 25 sub special, but all of a sudden we just got like another 10 subs, so, you know, seems legit. Anyway, I'm going to be making a tutorial on how you can use Cinema 4D to make your own Minecraft graphics and stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Right, so first off, I usually open up my Lightroom. It's not in there at the moment. Monday is this one. Right, so I usually open up my Lightroom. Here it is. And then from the Lightroom, I will this is really bad, I'm sorry. But I then usually use flashes, rigs, oh my gosh, such a mess, I'm really sorry guys, but I use flashes FMR edit and sometimes the HRB one. I'll put links to those in the description. And yeah, so you want to open those up and you should get something that looks a bit like this. Mondays' Lightroom is paid, but you can like get other Lightrooms that are also pretty good, but I just like Mondays because it's really good. Yeah, so once you've got this open, you want to go down to what I usually do is I go into the 5.0 new, and then I just I get rid of the subdivisions because subdivisions are interesting. Alright, let's put a skin on this. Now to get the skin, you go to this thing here, so that's the skin, which is this one, and then this one. Whoops. Oh no, there we go. I'm assuming that you guys know how to like move around and stuff with Cinema 4D. For this tutorial I'm going to use Truth Skin because it's good. Now, what I do from here is I go down to the eye stuff, the face expression stuff, and I do just turn these off unless I'm doing something that, I don't know, something that I want to use the proper eyes and stuff for. But yeah, I usually just turn those off, and then the first thing I do is I make the jacket rig, but because, I don't know, I'm still kind of figuring out the jacket, but we're not going to use the jacket for this thing, but I'll put a link to that in the description as well. So you want to go down to your layers and unlock, so when you get the thing it should be like this, so body and joint should be locked, and you just want to unlock those, go to attributes, open up this, and go down to head, open up that, and then go down to extrude mesh head and extrude mesh hat. And you just want to drag these, out to the side, so like that, alright, let's start with this one. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to like select all these pixels here around the face. Let's just make this 10. Yeah, if the brush size is too big, just change it down here. Yeah, and what you want to do is you want to remove all the pixels that aren't what you want to extrude. So like remove, in this case it's everything that's like not the hair. So all this random stuff like the skin. Yeah, so do that, and then once that's all selected, just hit delete on your keyboard and it should look something like that. Now you just want to select one of those, Command A or Control A to select them all, and then you just want to press D on your keyboard, which is to extrude. Change the minimum angle to 91, and oh whoops, yeah, that happens sometimes. Change the offset to 5 and press apply. Now you should get some nice chunky here like this. You will notice though that it screws up in some places, like over here. So you just want to undo it and unselect the bit that's screwed up. So in this case it's this one. And if we redo that, and then we go into this one, and then we just re-extrude that, and should be good. Alright, so that's how you do the main hair part. Okay, let's just move this down back to 0. Alright, so now we have the hair that looks all nice. Now we want to do the hood. Now the hood's a bit different. Go down to your mesh hat layer down here. I'm just going to move it across a bit, and go back down to this, the polygon selection tool thing. I think I forgot to mention that before. And what you want to do is you want to select you want to select the hair if you have hair, like a second hair layer thing, and then you want to go Control and up to make a new thing from that, and then you want to go Command. Actually no, I think it's U, and then I, and then delete, and that inverts the layer and stuff. And so now if we disable this one, go back to this one, and now you just want to select everything that isn't the hood. Hopefully this makes sense. I'm probably not, but just follow the steps and stuff. I am on Mac, so please bear with me, Windows users. Yeah, so just select everything that you don't want to extrude, or you've put onto the other layer. Now the reason we did that before is so that we can edit both of those separately. I'll show you what I mean in a minute once we've done all this. Okay, I think that's everything done. Yep. Right, so now if we come out of that and then we just delete those, we should just have the hood. Wait, there we go. Okay, now it's just the hood. So go Command A, select all the pixels, or Control A. I don't know how you do it on Windows, but do the same thing. Open up, press D, and change the offset to about 3. 3 is what I usually do, and then you can just leave it like that. It looks okay. But then what I like to do is I go into I extrude these like bits off to the side by like 2, just to give it a bit of a more, I don't know, but I just think it looks cool. So I do that. As I said, you don't have to do this. And oh no, in case you can't tell, I'm like using the things up top here, because I don't know, I started using those, and I don't know, I never really understood the keyboard shortcuts and stuff, but I can use them, like I kinda know them. But alright, so now let's just extrude those by 2. There we go. That's looking nice. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to take this and we want to move it back to 0. You can actually leave it like this, but I'd like to do something else. So what you want to do is you want to go back into this, go Command A, select all the pixels, and then you want to have the selection tool thing, right click, and see this thing here, it's brush. So click on brush and change the strength to about 50. And so what you can do now, strength and radius to 50, I think it is, yeah. And so what you do now is just shape it a bit, if that makes sense. So move this up a bit. Whoops. You can always just Command Z, Control Z to undo stuff. And I don't know, it just kind of makes it pop up a bit more. Makes it look a bit more realistic. I also tend to shape the sides. Yeah, you can kind of just do this as you please. Like, you don't have to, but I just do it to make stuff look a little less blocky and a bit more round, if that makes sense. And I just bring those bits in sometimes, just so it doesn't look too strange. And then I also bring back this bit. No, I actually think I forgot to do something, and that was to, so if we go back to this, and then we go to this, the scale tool, this thing, and then if we just drag up a bit, and then about, you just want to scale it so it like fits. So I think that looks good there. Yeah, it looks okay. Okay, so now it's scaled and stuff, and see, it looks a lot nicer. It's just a bit more round and stuff. Alright, now I don't even know what I'm saying, but let's go select that hair thing we made earlier. Go back to this one, and you just want to select all the hair, and I'm gonna extrude that by 5. Now as you can see, it's screwed up again, so it's an easy fix. You just deselect the pixel and then extrude, and then press D on the keyboard, extrude, there we go. Now you can actually do some other stuff, like I don't know, I'm not too good at this, but you can just do this, maybe extrude it by 2, do something like that. I think I'll do that. You don't have to do that though, you can just stop there and put it back to 0 down here, or you could just drag it across, and then once that's there, once again you just want to scale it up, so go to the scale tool and bring it up a bit, about there maybe. That looks good. Sorry, like the mic's kinda in and out, I'm like moving in and out of the thing. That looks okay. It's a little weird with the extrusion, but I don't know. Looks okay. Alright, so we'll go with that. Alright, so that's how you extrude the head. And now if we go to the... What I do now is I move the arms out to the side. So you can do that by clicking on these things, like this thing, dragging it out. Click on this thing, drag it out. And then you just want to hide the head bit. You'll get this weird face glitch thing, but it honestly doesn't affect anything too much. So now you just want to click on the body, go to this thing, the thing we were on before, and everything's selected at the moment, so you just want to unselect stuff that you don't want to extrude, like this. Now I think I might have mentioned it before, but if the rig has a jacket like this one does, I'll usually like make the jacket rig thing and do that, but for this tutorial I'm not going to, because it's kind of a lot more advanced and I don't really want to go into too much detail because sometimes the rig thing for it doesn't work properly. But yeah, so you just want to extrude that, not too much, just maybe like one should be okay, and then you can also, yeah, one's not too bulky, and if you go into these bits and just select around the collar, make that maybe 0.5. These are really small extrusions on the shirt, but I don't know, they look okay. Okay, so that's the jacket thing done. So now you can just select, I usually move the arms in a bit more, and then I'll select both of them, and then I will go to the thing, and I usually I don't extrude the whole thing just because it looks really bulky, and bulk isn't something you really want when doing this. Oh wait, I just noticed something I did wrong, so now is the perfect time to show how to go backwards. So we just do that. Okay, so if we do that, come on, go backwards. Okay, so we accidentally selected that. Not a problem, doesn't take too long to fix. Let's go back into here, do this, do that, 0.5. This whole time make sure the maximum angle is to 91, otherwise things don't look right and you get some strange looking stuff happening. You can also change the variation or something on it to 100 to make stuff a bit more randomized, and I don't know, it just gives it a kind of rugged look. I'm not too sure, but yeah, so as I was saying, don't select the whole arm unless you like really want to, because otherwise if you extrude it, it'll be really bulky and we don't really want that. So I usually just extrude these bits like there, and then we go back to this one, here it is, and yeah, so you just want to do that. You can extrude these bits, I might do that, might not, depends. I'm not sure how long this tutorial is going to take. Hopefully not too long, because I don't know, I don't want it to take too long. But yeah, just extrude those by like 1. You can extrude these things. Don't reckon I will. Yeah, no, I'm not going to. You can extrude them though. I usually don't extrude them by much, just because, you know, bulky stuff looks good when it's not that bulky. Alright, so now we can recheck the head, and it's looking pretty good so far. I mean, it looks pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, so now let's just do the feet really quick. Same thing to the arms. Just select like the shoes. So yeah, like that, and then like that. No, you can actually extrude multiple times on the shoes, but I usually don't, just because bulk, and also because sometimes it doesn't look too great. Yeah. So let's just do this. I'll probably make a Photoshop tutorial straight after this one, and then that'll be like a part 2 to this. So like this will just be cinema 4D stuff, and then the other one will be Photoshop. I'm not too sure. I'm honestly not that great though, so I'm not sure why you're watching me for help. There's like a lot of other better tutorials that you could be watching. Yeah, so just extrude those by 1, and it looks sweet. Right, so now you have your thing. What you want to do is you want to go into this, and then you just lock up that bit. Now you can turn on cape. I'm not going to though, because I'm pretty sure Truth doesn't have a cape. But yeah, usually I do my stuff with cape. You can use cape rigs, but I don't know, I don't really have any. Okay, so we've got this now. Now we can like pose it. So I'm assuming you guys know how to pose it, but yeah, it's pretty easy. You just click on the things and move them around a bit. So yeah, kind of just like this. Now, actually I want to show you guys how to do something that I didn't actually know how to do for a long time. Like, I only found this out probably last week, which sounds really bad, but yeah, I don't know. I never really learned how to do it properly. But let's just move this. Yeah, I'm not too good with posing. I've never really been that great at it, but yeah, you just kind of, I don't know, you kind of just want to play around and get a feel for what everything's like before, and then I don't know, it gets easier, I promise. Now the thing I like about this rig is it's got smooth bends, so if we do that, it's nice and smooth, see? And then I think I might just, yeah, I'm not going to go too hard out, but just going to make something like this. So yeah, free art for Truth, because senpai. But might just move this bit up a bit. There we go. Okay, now I don't think I have. Did I download it? I don't think I downloaded it, but if we go into my thing, probably saw a bunch of folders and stuff we didn't need to see, but let's just, there's like the sword model I've been using for ages. I'm going to get a different one though, because I've used it so many times and it's a bit overused, but yeah, it's a pretty good rig. So what you want to do is you can do this from like once you've started, if you like kind of know what you want to do, but so just line it up with like where the hand is. Make sure it's like where you want it. So say we put it in like, I don't know, you wanna fix it up. It's a lot easier though once you've, like, when you first start, because then you don't have to play around with it too much. But I don't know, I'm usually not sure what I want to do with my renders half the time, so let's just fix it up. Sorry, I'm really nitty gritty on perfectionist stuff. Okay, that looks, I mean, it looks like it's supposed to be there. So now if we open up this rig again, and pretty sure this is the, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's the left hand though, so if we put it onto the left hand, and then if we move the left hand, whoops, wouldn't do something right, but yeah, you just want to drag it like onto the left hand, and then you can just move it around and stuff. It's pretty good. Yeah, so like something like that. Okay, I'm just gonna fix up this pose really quickly, and I'll be back. Right guys, I'm back, and as you can see I've kind of posed it. I kind of want to keep this view just in case, so to do that you just make a camera, and then you can fiddle around. So if you ever see like a view you want to keep, just make a camera, and then when you're ready to go into that view you just click this. So if we move around and then we just click into this, it takes you to the camera. It's pretty cool. And that's also how you can fix up some stuff later on. So alright, what we can do now is if we go into the camera, and then if you right click and hold on to this, you can kind of like change the view and stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so if you want to do something like that, but I don't know, I usually don't fiddle around with that too much. So if we go back, this is how you undid the views in case you want to go back. So that looks pretty good, I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so now it's time to render. So Monday's Lightroom comes with settings and stuff, and so to preview your render you can just do this. I think it's this one. Yeah, and it just like does a quick preview render of what your thing's going to be like, so you don't spend ages like rendering the proper thing. But so it's going to look like that now. That looks pretty good to me, except for this one leg. Just going to rotate this a little bit to fix that. Yeah, and then I might move it back a bit, and then off to the side. There we go. Just fixing some stuff. Okay, so that looks good. Alright, so I'm gonna go render this. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm sure Truth will be as well because it's free art. But yep, so once that's done, you just want to save it. Oh, it's not too hard. You can like play around in the settings and have it automatically save if you want to, but I usually don't do that just because I don't know, I can't be bothered. Right, that rendered pretty fast actually. Usually stuff takes a wee while to render, but not in this case, so it's good. Alright, so we got this. This looks really good. Sweet. There we go. Okay, now to save it from here, you just click on this thing and save it. Just call it what you want and save it wherever you want. So I don't know. Twist, window. I'll just put it on my desktop. Right, that's pretty much the Cinema 4D thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this part. The next part will be Photoshop, and that should be out tomorrow, maybe today, I don't know, depends. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you once again. Thank you so much again for like 32 subscribers. It's really cool. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.